Assalamualaikum. There is a moment some divorced father enters that nobody prepares them for. You rebuild your life, you remarry, you try to build one home again, but then something small becomes a fracture. A word, a title, a name. Your child calls your wife something simple like auntie, and suddenly that word becomes a battlefield. Your wife feels rejected, your child feels pressured, and you are standing right in the middle, trying to protect both, trying to be fair, trying not to break either heart. And inside, you are exhausted. If you are a divorced Muslim father rebuilding your life, this is one of the hardest leadership tests you will ever face. Before we continue, I created something called the Muslim Man Rebuild Playbook. It's a 30-minute reset protocol for men going through divorce transition. When your mind is spiraling, when your discipline drops, when your connection with Allah feels distant. This protocol resets your mind, body, and focus. You can download it in the description. Now, let's talk about something most men misunderstand in blended families. One of the biggest mistakes men make in blended families is this. They try to manufacture emotional outcomes. They try to force bonding. They try to force titles. But sincerity cannot be commanded, and children know when something is forced. The problem is deeper than a word, because behind the word is a feeling. A child calling someone mother or father means something. It means safety, trust, emotional belonging. And those things grow slowly. They cannot be ordered. If you try to force it, two things happen. The child feels manipulated, and the relationship becomes performative instead of real. Now, here is the uncomfortable truth. Your job as a father is not to control hearts. Your job is to create the environment where hearts can grow safely. Respect can be required. Kindness can be required. Adab can be required. But sincerity must be earned over time, not forced by authority. And if a man forgets this, he ends up breaking the very bond he was trying to build. But here is where the situation becomes even more difficult, because the other side is not irrational either. Your wife is not reacting to a word. She is reacting to what that word represents. In many blended families, the wife is not asking for a title. She is asking for belonging. Think about her position for a moment. She enters a home where another woman existed before her. There is a child who belongs to that previous chapter, and now she is trying to find her place. Sometimes a title becomes symbolic. It becomes proof that she is accepted and she matters. Proof she is not just an outsider living in the house. So when the child calls her auntie, her brain may interpret something else entirely. Not neutral, but rejection. Even if the child doesn't mean it that way, this is why many stepmothers become guarded, not because they hate the child, but because they are protecting themselves emotionally. Now, here is the leadership challenge for the men. You must understand both realities at the same time. Your child's sincerity cannot be forced, and your wife's need for recognition and validation is also real. Both truths exist. And the moment a man chooses sides emotionally, the family fractures deeper. So what is the role of the man in this moment? Because most men react in one of two destructive ways. They either pressure the child or they dismiss the wife. Both destroy trust. Leadership in a blended family is not about solving emotions. It is about protecting structure. Your responsibility as a man becomes three things. First, protect your wife's dignity. She must never feel humiliated in her own home. Second, protect your child's emotional safety. A child must never feel forced to fake love. Third, protect the environment of the household, meaning respect is non-negotiable. But emotional pace must be natural. You enforce behavior, but you do not manufacture feelings. And sometimes that means something uncomfortable. It means allowing relationships to grow slower than everyone hoped. Many men want instant family harmony, but blended families often grow like trees. Slow, gradual, season by season. Trying to rush that growth breaks the roots. A title does not create a relationship. A relationship creates the title. And if the relationship becomes real, the title will arrive naturally, without pressure, without negotiation, without forcing a child's heart. If you are a divorced Muslim father rebuilding your life, moments like this will test you. You will feel pulled in two directions: your love for your wife, your love for your child. And sometimes the easiest path is to pressure the child, just to reduce tension. But a man of leadership does something harder. He protects sincerity, he protects dignity, he protects emotional safety in his home, even when it takes longer. Because forced harmony today becomes resentment tomorrow. But patient leadership builds real family bonds over time. And that is the difference between a man reacting to pressure and a man leading his household with wisdom. If this resonated with you, download the Muslim Man Rebuild Playbook below. It's a 30-minute protocol I designed for divorced men rebuilding their life, discipline, and faith after marital collapse. Link is in the description, and if you're walking through this phase right now, subscribe, because this channel is built for Muslim men rebuilding their lives with dignity.